Hey there. I suppose I'm talking to a future Crawfordian. My name is Professor Paul Lim. I'm the faculty head of your house. I've been in this role for the last 5 years, going into my sixth year. I'm a professor in the Divinity School as well as in the History Department and also in Religious Studies and Asian Studies program. I'm coming to you from my own living room here. We live in apartment 201 in Crawford House, which we affectionately call the Lodge, where we have a lot of functions, dinners, coffee hours, lectures, and students playing games, video games, and board games on weekends. So it's a multi-purpose function room, but also it's a living space for my wife, Nikki, and our son, Christian. I have the privilege and pleasure to talk to you about a book that you'll be receiving this summer. It's by Professor Andrew Delbanco called College, What It Was, Is, and Should Be. And I do want to talk to you about this book a little bit because I also have had something to do with selecting this book for your Commons reading. I would like to start from the very end of the book. The last four words, indeed the last sentence of the book, goes something like this: democracy depends on it. Democracy depends on how we do college here in the United States of America. I don't want to sound like an American exceptionalist, but I do also believe that America has led in global industrialization, and in this third millennium in the 21st century, America still has a significant role to play. And also America's role in global tertiary education, college education, university education is certainly still a very prominent place. And so democracy depends on how we do college. And Delbanco says, a college should not be a haven for worldly contention, but a place where young people fight out among and within themselves, contending ideas of the meaningful life, where they discover that self-interest need not be at odds with concern for one another. We owe it to posterity to preserve and protect this institution, college, because democracy depends on it. What do you think that means? Let me ask you, as you're watching this video, you're probably going to get this book soon, and you're trying to figure out what on earth does that mean. I'm telling you, maybe you might want to start from the very last sentence of the book. Ask yourself that question. Democracy depends on college. What does that mean? Why do we need college here in this country, in our world? Why are you coming to college? These are some important questions that's going to frame and form the way that you're going to interact not only with your peers on your floor, but also with your RAs, professors, teaching fellows, and everyone that you're going to encounter here at Vanderbilt. And so I do think that this whole notion of college and its implications for and connections with democracy would be an integral question that would help form the remainder of your sojourn here at Vanderbilt University. Once again, I do want to welcome you. But college life is not just, in listening to a bunch of talking heads called professors and so on. There's much more to college life than just talking with and listening to professors. And I want to take you upstairs. We live on Crawford 2, and I want to take you to, I believe, Crawford 5 and also Crawford 4. And we're going to hopefully go into some of these students' rooms, and we'll interview them and get to hear from them as to what college means for them, and in particular what Crawford House has been for them in their journey so far. Okay, so follow me upstairs. All right, here we go. Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Professor Lim.
How you doing? Can we come on in for a little bit?
Yeah, of course.
I think Hey, Maria, how are you?
Good,
So we are, as I just said, we're in room 506. And Rachel and Maria are two integral members of our house. They've really had a great time here so far. And so I'm here. Can I ask you a few questions about what your experience has been like? So you've bonded well together, and it's been a great experience for you. A little bit? Okay.
We're best friends, and we went random too. So.
Oh, you went random. Okay.
Yeah, we
Tell us
did.
about that a little bit. What does that mean to go random?
Well, when we first got the class of 2016 page, a lot of people were putting posts on Facebook about, introducing themselves, giving a biography of themselves, and then they teamed up with each other to be roommates for the year. And we we decided to go random. We didn't want to put a bio on Facebook or whatever, and we just kind of said, you know what, we're gonna, let this go and see who we get. And we ended up with each other, and we're both from Ohio, and so it worked out really well. We don't know if that's intentional or not, but it worked out really well, and we're very happy together. So
great.
We've already planned to be in each other's weddings, to live next door to one another. we both have pretty much nothing bad to say about Vanderbilt. We've had a great experience here. And one thing I've noticed, and I think Maria too, is that you come here and there's never a moment to be bored. With Nashville right down the street, with Vanderbilt, and the way that they welcome you, there's so many activities to get involved with. The food here is great. You have Nashville entertainment. It's Music City. There's always something to do. And so coming to college, I was a little like unfamiliar place, unfamiliar people. I don't even know what I want to do with my life, but I realize that there are people here that have similar interests that I do and love to get involved and are asking themselves the same questions. We all go through it together.
Okay, great. Right, social life is really big. And academically, has it been a big challenge for you managing?
Very challenging. It takes up a lot of time.
It is supposed to.
Yeah, you're just supposed to stay on top of everything.
But you're glad you came.
Yes, sir.
So many people are glad you're here too. I'm glad you had a good year in Crawford House. And have a great year next year.
Thanks.
Okay. What has been the biggest discovery for you about coming to Vanderbilt?
Yeah, to take a few steps back, I wanted to come to Vanderbilt because it was a liberal arts university and also a research-driven university. And what I found so far has just gone above and beyond my expectations. I took an intro to archaeology course my freshman year on a whim, and took it with a great professor, Dr. Steve Warnke, who ended up being my advisor and really sold the subject academically to me. That was just a cool take on history and a unique perspective that I hadn't seen before. And Vanderbilt to me has just been so many different, types or frames that I've been introduced to that I've really enjoyed learning about, and it's just a learning experience every day in the dorm rooms, in the research lab, or in the classrooms. It's a really awesome place.
Any last words to the incoming class who may be on C4?
Yeah, I hope you make it to Crawford, specifically Crawford 4. It's a great place.
All right. Well, Joshua, tell me a little bit about your biggest discovery about being at Vanderbilt so far, intellectual, social, and whatever else.
Definitely. Yeah, I think when you think about college, you think about this idea of having so many opportunities to just explore, find out who you are, just by doing so many different things. There's so many people here from all different backgrounds, and there's just so much going on. And then you get here and you kind of think, wait, is there really that much to do? Is there really exploration, or is everyone doing the same thing, maybe on the weekends or whatever? But then once you start to get to know people and you start peeling back the layers, you realize there really is a niche for everyone. And you can truly explore, and you're not just stuck with the status quo. There really is. There's something that will interest everyone. So.
Coming to Vanderbilt, I've met so many different people who I thought were going to be completely different from me, that were actually a lot more similar than I thought before. Met people I have a really good friend from Turkey and from China, someone who lives 2 floors below me, and I'm finding out, the ways we're similar.
So I'm sitting next to my wonderful head resident, the person who basically runs this house along with me here in Crawford House, Chloe Campbell. So I'm going to ask her a very simple question about her experience of the Commons, the Ingram Commons. So Chloe, take it away.
Well, I would just say that I was very intrigued by the whole concept of the Commons in general. The fact that all freshmen are living together in the same place was very different than what I was used to coming from an institution where that just wasn't the case. So I think it's a very interesting experiment, the Commons, having that living learning community for all freshmen. And then adding on to that faculty live in-house with the students. It's very beneficial, I think, for students, just having that contact and really establishing for them that you can access your professors outside of the classroom. And so I think for me, it's just been very surprising and almost humbling in a way to see how much you can impact students just by having them all together and providing that support for them from a faculty level and from a student peer level as well.
Well, once again, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's probably a little bit too long, but I hope you're watching. If you're watching this, I guess you may not have watched till the end, but thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the book, College, What It Was, Is, and Should Be, and Crawford House is waiting. advocating for you. Welcome.